Hey guys, welcome back to another video. We are in this Boeing 777-300ER flying with Emirates, and we are flying the Mobility Expo 2020 livery. The Mobility is the type of, like, the colour stands for the type, so Mobility, I think it's Sustainability, and there's one other one I can't remember, whatever. Getting the catering on board for this flight from here, Washington dollars, over to Dubai. Is a nice long flight of just under 12 hours, well, just above 12 hours apparently, according to PFBX. 12 hours and 10 minutes. Sorry, yeah, it is. Average flight time in the real world is 12 hours and 20 minutes. So apparently we're going to fly for 12 hours and 10 minutes, so 10 minutes faster than the real world, apparently. So we're doing that flight from here at Washington to Dubai. Got the catering on board. It's just finished. I will go in the cockpit, and we are going to close up these doors. Go to the payload page, and just enter in our 038 so we can go and grab the amount of passengers which will be on our flight today. So 224 rounds down to 7. So like so, and so we've got 248 in economy. We have 34 in business and 7 in first class, which gives us 289 passengers on our flight. It's going to request boarding. Instead of 500, 289, more realistic number, passenger count. So we are going to go to ground connections and connect up the jetway plugs and the air conditioning unit. That'll give us some power. We can turn that on, turn the battery on, get the ADIU started to align up, emergency exit lights can go to arm, and nav light can go on like so. The time here in Washington right now is somewhere, it's roughly around 11 o'clock, just before 10:30, 10:40, I don't know, when the clocks come alive. So I think it's like 10:45 or something, but it's HPA there. So I'm going to wait for all of the displays to turn on, figure out what it's going to do, and then that's all good. You can see our registration we're flying today, which is Alpha 6 Echo Golf Bravo. Normally the A380 does this flight, but we don't have an A380, so we're flying the Boeing 777. Right, let's go and open up the doors. Disarm, arm, and open, like so. Passengers now boarding the aircraft. And I'm just going to wait for pretty much all the displays to come alive, and then we will actually set that to 2000, and that can go on. Is that ready yet? It is. And that's all good. And we're there in Terra. Cool. So we're going to wait for like I said, the displays to come alive. It's going to do all self-testing, the really annoying noises, which I can hear. They're going to come very soon. And that should be all good. Just going to wait for that to happen and get most of the stuff in. Does take a while to get up the start up the 777. Let's go over here. Got Emirates. All the cargo. Got 5 pallets to load on, as always. There's a lot of pallets. We've got some different sized ones. We've got the 8 kilo. I'm just mixing up 2 alphabets there. AKE and AKC. The C is just a bit longer, as you can see. Sorry for the pun there. I don't know what they use. I don't know what they like. If they do both, or if they do just this one, or just this one in the real world, I have no idea. I think it's these ones that they normally do. I don't think they ever use it. I don't see that many times on an aircraft. For some reason this has got a reflection profile on it, so I may have to edit that out. Yeah, you can see there's AKCs in here, so I may just go into GSX and tell it, no, we do not want the AKEs. Let's go over this side, take a look. Yeah, exactly the same. Yeah, I'm going to see if I can try and fix the reflection profile, because unless this has got the same reflection profile as the fuselage, which looks very similar. Maybe. Right, displays are all up and running. Actually, no, these things are to HP at the minute in America, don't we? Keep it in inches. The current QNH in inches is 2969. We'll click B because that's very far away. What's that in HPA relative? 1005. Okay. The current winds at Washington is, well, there isn't any. It's 0 at 0 knots, so that's lucky. We can take off in whatever runway we want, but we're doing the same as the real world, which is runway 30. So Washington to Dubai, in like so. Departure runway 30. Flight number, we're at Emirates 230. I want to say 232. Activate and execute. This is our route. If you guys want to fly it, this is the route I'll be using. So just take a look at this. Pause the video when you want to enter in the route from the same route as me. So today we will be departing out on the Woolly 1 departure. We will then be flying just below the US and Canadian land, and we will be not going in the Gander Oceanic. We'll be actually in the New York Oceanic and Santa Maria. Is that Santa Maria? I don't know. Maria Oceanic. So we don't actually go properly north over the Atlantic. We pretty much go almost direct Dubai because of the winds. ADR use align mode. I don't think I've seen that before. Whatever. Does it say how long it takes to align anywhere? I don't think it does. Packs can go onto auto. Seatbelts can go on. Actually, tell it how much fuel we got on the aircraft, don't we? We're going to take on a lot of fuel. 118 tons and 825 kilograms. That's a lot of fuel. And we go to that can stay on the doors page. Perfing it. See what fuel you can go in. 4 tons in the reserves, and apparently we're starting our cruise at 290, which is interesting. I'm gonna go and grab with the real world. Let's see what it started at. I mean, it was in an A380 and it starts its cruise at 350. So, I'm not gonna go down as low as 290. We're not an A380. We could push it to 310. It's probably calculated it wrong. Cost index, Emirates use the cost index of 36, which is quite low, but it should be this should be fine for our flight. Thrust limit page, I have QSimPlanner, and we're going to bring it over like so. Don't worry about the registration, as long as it's a 777-300ER, we are good there. I'm just going to make sure that this METAR is the correct one, because we're not flying real time, and it does grab real time weather. So let's go and do that. If we go and change this to 30, and we go down to here, and we can find out the gross weight, which is 343.5 tons. So put 343,500 into there. Hit calculate. Runway length is insufficient. Oh. Backs off. Okay. I am assuming we can't depart out of that runway. So, we will have to select a different one. Is there one that actually is longer than this 30? It surely is. It must be. Yeah, one center's slightly longer. If this doesn't work, I'm going to have to pretty much do full toga out of here. Which would be interesting. Okay, we can depart out of that runway. Which is... that's wrong length, I'm pretty sure. Wait, 3201. Oh no, yeah, I can't read. That is the right length. Okay, we'll depart out of one center today. It doesn't really matter. We'll have to do full toga it out pretty much. Flats 15, which would be awesome. So, we'll set 20 in there. Flats 15. CG. Takeoff gross weight. It'll be a bit lighter actually, to be honest. So if you just put 0, like so, I think it'll be using more than 500 kilograms of fuel, but whatever. Winds can go in, which is 0. The runway slope, as we saw earlier, which is 0.1 negative. I think it's a down. I don't know if you put the negative thing. Maybe you do. Or if it's just the D, it could just be the D. D 0.1, or it could be 0.1 down. There we go, that's right. And it's 19 degrees outside. Gonna wait for the RSS to align, give us our V speeds, and this can go to the legs page. Departing arrival, departing at 01 center now, and we are doing the Willy 1 departure. And we are transitioning at, if I go and grab my charts, it'll tell me where we're transitioning at, which is Swain, or Swan, I guess you could say. Execute, that can go there. Vectors to start off on our departure, baggage loading progress is 90%, all the passengers are on the aircraft, so we can go and shut the passenger doors and start up the APU. Wonderful. Right. That, or did I just, yeah. So, baggage is almost finished, after cargo is actually properly finished after all of that. So, close up that door, and let's go wait for the forward cargo. Sadly, this is not a SOD jetway, so it does glitch out every now and then. We're just going to wait for this to get on the aircraft. Take a look at some auto traffic live aircraft. Got an Air India. It's probably a 787. It is a 777, I think, actually. Can't really tell with ultra traffic live models. And we've got the JetBlue and the Delta over there. Not much aircraft for some reason. I don't know why, but it's fine. There's a United 78 there. Cool. I was here when I was on holiday. Well, not here. When I was on holiday, I went to this Air and Space Museum, and we went up to this tower here. I can't remember what it was called. And you get to see the whole airport and everything. It's really cool. You got a bit of plane spotting, but it was quite far away. It wasn't as amazing as I expected, but okay, still, you'll see 777, 787s land and take off, which is pretty cool. So that's all finished now. APU literally just started up as soon as that is finished. So we go and just sum up all those doors. Pushback, no, not pushback, ground connections on that page. And APU, does it say running? Yeah, so we can get rid of that. And set the parking brake, get rid of everything there. Okay. Hotels GSX were good for it to go, nose left, and we'll get rid of the jetway. You can see here's our time, it's now approaching 11 AM in the US. We will just go and enter in V1, which is 166, rotate 175, and V2 181. So put 181 in here, and those can go on VORs, data, terrain, 40 traffic, VORs on the left side, not the weather just yet, traffic on, checklist time, oxygen is not tested, we test the left and the right side, pilot, co-pilot, whatever you want to call it. Flight instruments all up and running, that's good, flight deck doors closed and locked, MCP is not set yet, is the runway heading for 01 left, oh centre, my bad. Which is 011, which was set now, wrong way, 011, and our initial climb is 3,000. Okay, it's quite low, but we don't have to set it to, that's fine. We can set it higher once we start climbing out of here. Takeoff speeds, CDP flight check is complete, taxi, trim, sorry, is, there's no hydraulics running, taxi and takeoff briefing. Push back nose left, we'll taxi down, where are we, down Charlie, and then take a left down Foxtrot, and make our way to Yankee 9 for full length departure. Cool. Beacon light on, all the fuel pumps on, and release the parking brakes.
All clear for engine start.
Right, Project Fly has started up, we'll start the timer. And we will clear that off, go to the engine page, the queue, and we'll just get up the hydraulics on, like so. I think we'll just start the right hydraulics up first, but whatever. And now we set up the center delex, and now those are up and running. So everything's good up there, we can start number 2, the right engine. And that's starting up, bringing the fuel. Bring the fuel instantly, actually, but whatever. There's the engine starting up. Here comes for a 12 and 10 minute, 12-hour flight, pretty much, 12-hour flight. I think I've set it to spring in this sim, pretty sure. Yeah, this airport, sorry. I've set FlyTampa to April, so it should be all good. Fuel and centre, totally forgot, I'm terribly sorry. Don't know how I forgot the centre pumps. There we are. That's better. And so pretty much we're doing full Togo takeoff out of here, so we can't put any more power in than we're giving it already, which is 105.5. Can't put any more power in than the current conditions we have, is what I was supposed to say. Starting at number 1, here comes the fuel. That Delta is now taxiing. And starting number 1. Not sure what that is. It looks like it's clean where the jetway connects up to the terminal, but it's dirty. I'm not sure why it looks like that. It's very weird. Does it look like on this side? Yeah, it's kind of like that as well. And engine number 1 should be almost pretty much started up now. Should hear it click off very soon.
Complete. Set parking brakes and complete.
Parking brake is set. Cool. And we can go to the auto cruise here. Set. That's actually alright. Cool. Alright, that clicked in it. Yeah. Start switches is closed off. And we can. That's not the APU. Turn off the APU. Like so. Right. So, pushback's complete. Set auto brake to RTO. Go to the checklist and we do the before taxi checklist. And TIS is not needed. Recall has checked, and it's just the TCAS. Source brake has been set to RTO. Flight controls, we will now go ahead and check. That is not the flight control page. Full left, full right, all the way down, all the way up. Rudder to the left, rudder to the right. And flight controls are checked. Trim up to 6.75. Quite high. Higher than what I normally have in the 777. There we are. 6.75 is set. Flight control clear, and checklist. Flight instruments, flight controls, sorry, has been checked. We can set flaps 15. It's 1, 5, 15, and like so. And that's all good there. Oh, I forgot to start the timer. Oh, I did start the timer. My bad. Right, welcome back. GSX has said have a good trip and everything, so we're good to go. We have to wait for it to clear off. I don't know if you heard the knocking before. It wasn't actually a knocking. I just had to tell them to shut up, so I am recording. So we'll get out of here very soon once GSX has cleared off. So now it's gone. We get the tax light on, release the brakes, and get going. And can be armed. We are in the US, so we do set TCAS TA only when we're taxiing on the ground, and that is completed before takeoff chair is complete as well. Let's go. So that's 15 and everything's set. Lovely. So like I said, we'll taxi down here, which is Delta, Charlie, sorry. Take a left down. I think it's Yankee actually. Sorry, I don't know why I said Foxtrot. Taxi down Yankee, and then go to Yankee 9. That'll be a full-length departure. Cool. That's a tiny GE aircraft. Oh my god, they really do get on the bad side of this 777. And they do annoy me in the traffic. I may just disable GA aircraft just for good, because I don't fly to I should say general aviation. I don't fly to general aviation airports. I always fly commercial. There are general aviation stands at some airports. I think I could save like maybe a frame or two by turning off general aviation traffic, and they do get in the way. Wow, that's a lot of air traffic. I should probably set up some sort of restriction. I thought there wasn't a lot. I mean, look at all this general aviation that's taking up my sim. Some of these would be like Amazon. Some of these would be like Lexo there. So I'm just using up my performance. There's a random jetway floating at Delta 32. I will go and turn it off. BRB. Right, welcome back. Turns out most of the jetways on Concourse Delta, on the far side, has just got jetways all along it. I don't know why, but they do. I've just cleared off the one that that isn't supposed to be there, and I don't know if I've got a like a GSX modded, no, a jetway modded, like GSX level 2 mod in it, but in the sim. But for some reason Delta 32 had it active. When we taxi further up here, take a look to the left and see why. I don't know if there's meant to be jetways there, so it's very weird. Right, I could probably check like my flight radar, and I can see if jetways are meant to be there or not. I need to get a bit more power than what I'm giving the aircraft right now. Yeah, there are meant to be jetways. Oh, there is meant to be a jetway at Delta 32. Unless I turned it off. It just looks a bit odd. I think it just wasn't. It's meant to be there. I'm so mean. I'll just go and reactivate it. I'm terribly sorry, man. I think it's all reset again. Oh, that's no. We'll just leave it for now. Okay, right. Let's just try and let's do a proper taxi, shall we? Line up and everything. So Yankee 2. Yankee 8, sorry, is there. Yankee 9 is over there. Okay, Yankee 9, we go onto the runway and depart. So yeah, I'll completely mess that one up. Completely messed that one up, sorry. I don't know what I was thinking about. Maybe I'll just cut this whole video, this part, and just say, welcome back. Right. Yankee 9 on the right here. Now we got some speed, but it's a bit late now. So, sit down the aircraft. And start the turn. Turn offs, taxi off. Strobe on. And all the landing lights. That's set to T8RA now. And we are all good to go. Before takeoff checklist is completed. There's a 10-minute, 10-minute, well not 10-minute taxi, 10 minutes since engine starts, and 5-6 minute taxi,
approaching.
more or less.
0, 1, left.
Cool. We're good to go. Once we've lined up. Is that an overshoot or is it an undershoot? Underturn? Oversteer, sorry. What? Understeer.
On runway.
That's
0,
alright actually.
1, left.
Let's go. Start the timer, 50%. And there you go. Oh, that is an amazing sound. As always, the 777 absolutely smashes the sound quality, but it is really loud, so I'm trying to speak over the volume of it. And there we are. Thrust is set, 105% on the N1. Airspeed is alive. Here we go. Let's try and stay on the runway. 100 knots. I don't think we're going to overshoot it at all. Maybe. If had a headwind would be better, but whatever. V1. Rotate. Steady rotation, otherwise we're going to get a tail strike. And there we are. Positive rate to climb. Good. Here we go. It's a bit of a, I want to say bouncy rotation, but it was alright. So it is vectors straight off the bat. We're going to get pretty much direct Raza, sorry. Not direct now, but at some point. We are at 200 and pretty much 205 knots there. We are just reaching our acceleration altitude as we just passed. Autopilot on. And as soon as we start accelerating, I will bring the flaps up. Right, we'll go direct. I don't know what's happened with the frames here. Direct Raza, like so. In the weather system online. Oh my god, that scenery looks beautiful. That's probably what's happened to the frames. And as soon as we pass 200 knots again, I'll bring the flaps up. Pretty much, I think that should be clear there. Oh, wow. We will set that to Venus speed there, and we'll start climbing again, thank you. And we'll set this to 18,000 for now. Transition altitude. Like so. Yeah, frames are not on the great side, I don't know why. What? I bet you my GPU has been maxed out. No, my CPU is, and the GPU is running at 40%. Interesting. It's just bad frames. Right. Flaps can go up now. I should probably select 215 more or less in the 777. I think that's more of a reasonable flaps up speed. I don't know what the minimum speed is when you've got flap 0 at this altitude, but whatever. Right. Zoom out a bit. And over here. Set the heading. Like so. Cool. Okay. There's 4,000. The aircraft is picking its vertical speed up again as it's reaching our climb speed of 260 knots. I'm going to turn offs off. Nose landing lights, sorry, not turn offs. What am I on about? And yeah, we've got one hell of a climb coming out of it. Ooh. Let's actually just get some proper. That looks nice. That looks very nice. Let's get a screenshot, baby. Trying to get it right back here. Oh, don't go away. Thank you. I want to get a good screenshot though. I'm going to get a rushed one. We don't want rushed screenshots, do you? There we go. That looks really nice. That was very loud as well. So, I think we are good on that. So program page, we can see our arrival time into Dubai. We'll apparently be arriving at 8 tons of fuel on board. That's perfectly fine. And it is 6,500 nautical miles, pretty much, at a 4:54 Zulu arrival time. So yeah, long flight ahead of us. So, right. Is that a 12.5-hour flight time? I can't remember. That just reminds me. I need to request winds. Now I'll probably update it a lot better. Because that's a 15-hour flight. Oh, I never. I can't remember. I can't remember what it was. It gave me. It gave me a not 15. It gave me a 14-hour flight. But once we put in the wind data, it should be a lot earlier than that. There we go. See, that's changed. So you can get a bit more of an accurate arrival time, which is really good, and which is why I really like the update for the Quality Wing 787, because it now supports the wind uplink. So now it's a 3:18 Zulu arrival estimated, pretty much. So yeah, that's nice. Right, almost passing 10,000. Bring the lights off and we get free climb speed. Okay, almost passing 10,000. Lights can go off and runway turn us off. Go to the checklist and tick off the after takeoff checklist. Next checklist to go is the descent checklist, which you won't use until the descent, obviously. Right, there's 10,000, and we've got a free climb speed of 320 knots. So I hope you guys enjoyed the departure coming out of Washington Dulles, and the amazing 777, and the amazing views we've had. Actually, let's just stop my speech here. 350, 370. We maxed out at 350. Okay, that's fine. So hope you guys enjoyed the departure. Here we go. Bring my speech back out of Washington Dulles. I'll see you in the arrival into. We've got an FM6 stop. It keeps interrupting me, this aircraft. We'll load it. And wait for it to load. There we are. Right, now we'll continue. Hope you guys enjoyed the departure coming out of Washington Dulles. I'll see you in the arrival into Dubai. Enjoy the cinematics, and bye-bye. descent. We've come back rather late into the descent. I'm sorry about that. It's just well, not late in the descent. It's just the fact that the arrival into Dubai is rather long. So we're coming back into the arrival quite low down. So I've already set the QNH when we pass flight level 130, which is 1011. And I'm trying to get back onto the VNAV as well, which is almost there. Just trying to arm it now. It should be, there we are. Let's continue our descent down. It says VNAV speed. I'm assuming that's going to hold at 10,000 feet. We'll take a look when it gets to VNAV. There may be enough path again. Just set that to 6,000. Go with the speed brake. And arm it actually. Go to the checklist page. I didn't want to do the descent checklist just yet. I wanted to wait until I was back in the video and everything, but normally you would do it at the top of descent. So vehicles checked, there's nothing there. Notes are checked. Auto brake, we're doing auto brake 1. Landing data, VREF minimums, flaps 30, 145. Landing on 1-2 left by the data 1 echo arrival. You can see that's our approach. And then we are apparently at 10,000 feet, so we get the landing lights on. Landing data, so VREF and the minimums coming into Dubai. So to grab the minimums, I'm going to go into my charts. ILS 1-2 left. Barrow is 2-1-1. So put it in like so. 2-1-1. That's enters. Cool. So we'll just hold at this altitude apparently, according to the VNAV. So it wanted me to get down to 10,000 feet so fast, but it's not like going down any further than 10,000 feet. So not sure what's up with that, but whatever. We could do some cheeky directs over to that way, which would be quite nice to do, and I want to do that. And I'm assuming in real life they wouldn't do the whole approach. I'm starting to think maybe let's be cheeky and may just go direct. So that's Rarick there, 2 waypoints before Rarick, boom. The question is, can we do actually arrays 4 and 4? I want to have the data waypoint there. What's our VNAV like? Okay, we can catch up with that at that current speed. Is there any speed restrictions we have to obey through that? There's a max 185, so we'll descend at the speed of 185. We'll go flight level change down to 2000. No, let's go 3000 flight level change. We'll just go flight level change for now. There was a max speed of 210 and a 185. The speed brake's out to help us slow down first of all. Cool. So we are, I don't have our DME yet, but looking roughly on the ND, we're like 34 miles away from the airport, which is nice. We're landing in 331 Zulu, which is in, oh, I can't count, I'm too tired, 8 minutes time, so it's around 12 hours and 20 minutes, like the real world does it in PFPX slide. So yeah, right, let's see, 200, cool, so I'll keep that on the program page there, and hopefully we do get to catch up with it. I mean, if I set this to 2000, going to be on the ILS there, so current flight level change seems to be okay, we will make it, so that's actually right. I just set it to vertical speed mode. I'll set it to there, more or less, and there's no below restrictions or below any altitude, so we're fine just having it roughly around there, to be honest, for our whole arrival down. If I can make it with the speed brake not extended, that should be even better. So yeah, so 1400 feet down we go. Right, that's done. approach briefing is completed, our altimeters are set normal, and that's our landing checklist. Cool. Let's actually set this heading to our actual heading. And arrival heading, the runway heading, and 12 left is 119. So that's what we expect this to go to 119 when we arrive. We are catching up with VNAV, but as you can see, it's very slow. Apparently, we are speeding up currently. Surprise, surprise. Right. Orbx is the 185 speed restriction, so we're fine at a max speed of 210. Let's bring out the speed brakes again. Okie dokie. That's fine. I don't see any like VNAV catch up. I think the VNAV wants us to hold at 2,000 feet again. Typical. Just typical. Lovely immersion. Maybe I'll produce the speed brakes for like a lovely screenshot. Let's just go and do that, shall we? I have to introduce the speed brakes and have them in sight. So I don't include like half the aircraft. I don't want to get it so like it looks weird. That looks wonderful. Right, let's see how it's going on in the cockpit. Let's go 185 now. Actually, we'll go 180. And we'll just arm the localizer. Boom. We're not even on the glide slope, so what I'll just do, put the approach on, and we'll just do minus 1000, and we'll just go and grab that glide slope as it comes past us, and then the aircraft can decelerate down to a speed of 180 for the arrival into Dubai. See? Okay, that's pretty cool actually. Normally the A380 flies this route, so I think they'll be parking up in Concourse A, which looking at flight radar it does. We'll park up at Concourse B when we arrive. Cool. That's 4,000. We still need to descend a bit slower, and therefore we can get rid of the speed brakes. Set flaps 5 because we're getting rather slow, and that'll just give us some extra lift so the nose can come or point down a bit more, just to keep it on the safe side. And next flaps is 15. Cool. Still no sight of a glide slope. I also go around altitude. Missed approach, climb direct to whatever, and hold at 3,000 feet. Oh no, that is 3,000 feet already. Just reduce this even more, I guess. Like so. So our reference speed, landing speed, we are looking at 147. So we've got an approach speed of, well, what's the winds? The winds have suddenly changed to 230 at 7 knots. Wow, there's no point in changing runway now. So we've got a bit of a tailwind on arrival. That's okay. So a 152 approach speed. Cool. Well, we're 12 DME from the airport now, so that's when we should be at 180 knots if we're going to do a 180 or 6 DME arrival. I've got to say as well, this is the morning in Dubai. I didn't manage to get any cinematics of us in the night, of the aircraft in the night, or like a sunrise, sunset. I was sleeping. I was sleeping overnight, hopefully letting the plane not crash. And there's the city of Dubai. Look at that in all its glory. The Burj Khalifa as well, tallest building in the world currently. And I can see the runway, which is lovely. I'm going to go gear down, flaps 15. There we are. They're very loud aircraft, so I'm just trying to speak over it, and it's probably like maxing out the volume there. There we are, gear is down, and it's green. Lovely. Cabin already, so we are good to land from the cabin. Not yet here, we've still got some flaps to do. I'm going to set our final approach speed now at passing 8 DME and flaps 20. Cool, that should be enough drag to get us down. I'm going to get rid of the autopilot now, like so. And I've been told the auto throttle does idle automatically, so I hope it does. So we're keeping the auto throttle in, because I'm terrible at doing that by myself. Right, chin up a bit. Not too much, just to keep us on the glide slope. And I'll just do it a bit more just by myself. All the flaps now, and to flaps 30. Just trimming as we fly. Just a bit to the left, like so. That will do. Keep trimming it up, like so. Don't be too scared to do it too high. I think that will do. Nope, nope. It's not a steady approach. Sometimes it's really hard just to keep the glide slope. So I think somewhere around there should do it. On the trim, I think that's good. What we set roughly 6 and a bit.
1,000.
Probably need to trim down a bit more. 1,000 is checked. All the landing lights. That's just that one. Okay. A bit of mist, I think it is, or is it just the sand? Probably just the sand. I don't trust this auto throttle. Yeah, my throttles, I guess you could say.
500.
Right, 500. Nose up a bit more. Getting below, getting 3 reds, 1 white, right there. Let's hold the pitch.
Plus 100.
Okay,
Minimums.
continuing.
100.
Here we are.
50. 40. 30.
And idle.
20. 10.
Pull back, pull back. And there we are, touchdown. Come on. Oh, it's typical PMDG. Doesn't quite like to touch down sometimes. And of course, I had to undo the auto brake. And we slammed the nose down. Typical PMDG. Thank you very much, PMDG, for your lovely flight model. Let's do a bit of manual braking then. No, just a little bit. Apparently our landing rate was -4. That really messes up PMDG if you do a really smooth landing. Reverses in. -4 apparently. Wow. Vacate left here. Oh, I vacated the wrong way. Woohoo! Whoopsies. We'll just because I was originally thinking landing on 30 left, so.
Approaching 30 right.
Okay, flight time 12 hours 23 minutes. Tax light on, landing lights off. Strobe off. TCAS standby. Wow. Vacated left. I don't think I've done that one before.
30 right.
Landing rate is -4. -4 apparently. That's mad. But I definitely clocked some other landings in there. Right. We will. So that's concourse A. Take a right down here. We'll go to concourse B somewhere. Park up somewhere along there. Concourse C. AI never wants to park there, so we may go there. I'm saying a lot of theirs. but we'll see if there's a stand free. I thought I'd go manual braking just to try and get the aircraft actually touched down. I don't know if the landing rate Project Fly shows me was the last landing rate, the latest one, or if it was the first rate. I can't remember if it does that or not. But if so, it says -4 feet per minute, which is very interesting. Flight directors, they can actually go off, otherwise we're going to get a lot of moaning from the PFD. We'll take a left here. What's the left? Mike 10. Across the runway, hopefully nothing's taking off. And because the wind changed, they would be taking off on 30 left. Which they should be taking off on 30 right, but whatever. AI does 30 left. It is aligned with the runway, so we'll be careful here. And just stop the aircraft. No idea if it's actually going to go. Can't really see from here. Oh, yeah, this one is rolling. It's rolling. So, we will... Oh. I'm terribly sorry. I forgot to do the checklist. That's fine. As long as we made it down. We did complete this stuff, but we just forgot to take off the checklist. Right. Here it is. Emirates 777. Another one of us. Already rotating. And there it goes. Let's cross. There's a above us. That's nice. Oh, where's it gone? Oh, there it is. Woo! Let's cross the runway quickly. Oh, our brake temp's nice and high. Where's our gear? Just on the right brakes there, so I want to try and use majority of my left brakes.
30 left.
Okay. Try not to go too fast because I'll be using up quite a lot of the brakes. Okay, so that seems like a stand free there. Foxtrot 27, so we'll just go there. Maybe you started up now. Foxtrot 27. Lovely. So this is a medium stand, but I'm pretty sure it's a heavy stand, but whatever. Turn offs off. Okay, around we go. And left. Don't need any other lights on, to be honest. And we're all good to park up. Lovely. We are Foxtrot 27. And we've got a nice little safe dock to help us into the stand. Can't remember where I found this. I think it's on the GSX sharing page, but I got it somewhere. APU just started up, nice. Definitely parked a bit askew here. Let's just try and help it by just axing forward and then coming in like so. Okay, that seems better. This doesn't seem right. Yeah, I need to fix that myself. Okay, setting the parking brakes. We've got a bit of hot brakes on the left there, but they're alright. They're not too hot that they depressurize the tyre by bursting it pretty much. And there we are. Welcome to Dubai. So APU's running and everything, that's wonderful. Engines can shut down. Passenger signs off, beacon light off, and requesting deboarding all of the hydraulics 2 off, all the fuel pumps 2 off. Deboarding has been requested. P and FS actions, ground connections, set the wheel chocks, release the parking brake because that does put a bit of pressure on the brakes there, and dual jetway plugs and air conditioning unit. Prime external power, APU off, AGRUs off, and there we are. Passenger number, I can't remember what it was. I think it was, we can probably work it out again. 248, 234, and I'm trying to do this on a calculator at the same time. I'm not doing this in my head. 289 apparently. So we'll put that in. Oh, I'm entering in, not in the sim. 289. There we are. Let me just operate the jetway. That's a good shout. Let's get the jetway over. It's not sewed, so we have to do Control J. Okay. And there we are. Everything's shut down. We go to the checklist page here. Park and brake is not set, but we've got the chocks. Emergency lights and packs to off. We're not doing a proper secure yet, but all the passengers are still coming off. So, and there we are. Let's just open the doors. Oh, what am I doing? There we are. And those are those doors opening up. Lovely. So this is Dubai, FlyTampa Dubai. We parked up at Foxtrot 27. We don't have both jetways connected up, but that's just the way it is with non-sewed jetways. I'm not sure if the jetways in GSX Level 2 or sewed jetways available to me are the same height as these ones, so they don't look really good, and so I'm just keeping it like that. Anyway, here we are. We have arrived with apparently a very smooth landing. I'm gonna check up on the landing rates and everything. Yes, okay, it was a second landing rate it showed me. It was definitely not -4. I think it's going mad. So our first one was -285, which is a bit hard on the hard side. I haven't really flown the 777, I should say 777. I haven't flown it for a long time. That's my excuse. I'm sorry. But apparently it did clock a second landing of -4 feet per minute. So I hope the passengers realised that was an actual landing, and the -285 will pretend was a bit of turbulence. So anyway, hope you guys enjoyed the flight. I'll see you in the next video, and bye for now.